How long has this game been around anyway? It feels like it's been here forever. And what about you? Do you still play it as much as you used to? Or has it kind of fallen off your regular rotation? So here's the big question. What's keeping this game alive after all this time? Like seriously, how does it still have momentum today? Let's talk about that for a second. Anyway, before we get into the video, let me pick the winner for my last giveaway. This is the real video of me, anything the video that you're watching right now. To those who are saying, oh, this is an AI generated video, blah, blah, blah. Bro, this is literally me. This is TZE's Discord, just my messy setup and stuff. So yeah, how did you do this? But I have to. Back to our giveaway. We hit 1,000, then we'll pick one winner. But you guys know how it works. Make it 2,000 likes, and then there will be 2 winners in my next video. Okay, so I'm gonna pick a winner, JJS early access. So see, things like this, I don't want to give away because you know exactly what I said. Comment anything about the video rather than just JJS early access. Bro, this is the real bot right here. Okay, so I'm gonna pick another winner. Okay. Goodness, okay, let's pick another. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This guy put an effort to comment, right? And then wait, I use your name. So this is what I want to see in the comment section. Copy this guy username, JJS, boom, early access, Fabio, congratulations, boom. You guys know how this works. 1,000 likes, 1 giveaway in my next video. If we hit 2,000, then we'll double the K fast. But that's it. Back to the video. JJS has always been a weird one.
Tango down.
And I mean weird. From the very beginning, it was this goofy, chaotic mess of a game that nobody took too seriously. People hopped in just to mess around, laugh, maybe break a few rules of logic and call it a night. It was all about having fun. No sweaty tryhards, no pressure, no leaderboard obsession, just pure, dumb fun. But then, slowly, people started realizing, wait, this game's actually kind of good. And that's when everything changed. Well, suddenly, it wasn't just a goofy little game anymore. It became serious. Players got competitive. People started grinding like their life depended on it. And before you knew it, the toxic crowd showed up too. You know the type. Trash talkers, teamers, the whole circus. And look, I get it. That's part of how games evolve. But man, it hits different now. Back then, playing solo was chill. You could hop in, goof off, lose a few rounds, and still laugh about it. Nowadays, if you're not running with a squad, you're basically fresh meat. You get teamed up on, bullied, and trashed in chat for just existing. Don't get me wrong though, the game itself, it's evolved like crazy. It's smoother, deeper, and way more polished than it used to be. It's kind of wild how far it's come. But at the same time, it's starting to feel like every other battleground game out there. Maybe that's just what happens when a community matures. But man, I can't help missing those carefree early days. Back when Jujutsu Shenanigans was just about fun, chaos, and not taking anything too seriously. Actually, let me stop with the drama for a sec. But you know what? It is what it is. Some things are just out of our control. Inevitable, really. I only brought this up because honestly, it's kind of wild how many battleground games have come and gone lately. Like some of them had way higher production value, insane graphics, top-tier animation, crazy VFX, and still, they fizzled out fast. Anyway, let me break it down. Because here's the thing, no matter what's been happening, none of it changes the fact that this game still holds its spot at the top. Yeah, maybe it doesn't hit with the same vibe it used to, but it's still peak. How long it'll stay that way? Who knows? But for now, it's holding on strong. Now here's why. First off, I think anyone who's played this game can instantly tell it's different from everything else in its genre. The map, the gameplay, the visuals, even its weird little mechanics, they all stand out. I mean, this wasn't just another battleground with the same old cell-style tournament map when it first dropped. It came in swinging with fresh ideas, stuff like destroyable environments and interactive structures, and that hit different with the community. Yeah, it's got its fair share of goofiness, no doubt about that. But underneath all that chaos is a kind of charm that really clicks with people. And hey, I'm not trying to hype it up for no reason. This isn't me glazing, just keeping it real. If we're being honest, the combat system isn't the best out there. Compared to games like TSB or HBG, and even some of the newer or smaller battleground titles, it's definitely got its limits. But you know what? It's still fun. And that's the thing. At the end of the day, fun is what keeps players coming back. That's just facts. Well, I don't think I need to spell out all the obvious reasons, right? Now, second point, you see the pattern here? Like how this game somehow stays hyped even when updates take a whole month to drop? That's wild. Most battleground games can't survive that kind of gap. If a dev team goes more than a week without new content, the player base usually dips fast. Sometimes it just flat out dies. And I get why that happens. A lot of these games throw everything at you right away. Every character, every move. And once you've seen it all, that's it. There's nothing left to look forward to. The whole experience starts feeling repetitive, like deja vu every time you die. Spawn, fight, die, rinse, and repeat. But here's the thing. This game breaks that cycle. Even though it's in the same genre, it's managed to keep its spark. And you know why? It's the character selection. The devs have this insane sense of humor and timing when it comes to adding new content. Like who on earth expected a banana peel item to drop instead of, say, unsealed Gojo, or whoever everyone was begging for? That's the kind of move that flips the table. Instead of players being disappointed, everyone's hyped. It's not even about getting what you expect anymore. It's about the surprise, the randomness, that weird mix of what the heck and wait, this is actually kind of fun. Even small additions end up breathing new life into the game, and they make players even more eager for the big ones that haven't dropped yet. And speaking of that, have you seen Nanami, Toji, Jogo? Those super hyped JJK characters that show up in almost every other game still haven't landed here. And that's what makes it exciting. Players are waiting, wondering how they'll look and play in this game's goofy, chaotic style. That anticipation alone keeps people coming back. It stretches out the game's lifespan and gives it real staying power. Now, this might leave you with a question. What if? Like, what if people eventually get tired of all the randomness and the game ends up dying before those big characters even drop? Well, funny enough, that almost happened before. Not sure how long you've been around this game, but there was a time when it actually dipped. Not dead, but it definitely fell off for a bit. Still, it bounced right back. Why? Because the foundation was solid. The originality was there. And remember what I said earlier, even when players don't get exactly what they expect in an update, there's always something new that keeps things fresh. Maybe it's a new build mode, some goofy item that's actually fun to mess with, or an unexpected new game mode that totally changes how you play. And recently, the skill builder. Nobody saw that one coming, and it turned out way better than anyone expected. You can animate, create your own movesets, and basically build crazy combos using animations that already exist in the game. You can literally recreate characters that haven't even dropped yet by making your own version of them. It's kind of turning into a mini Roblox studio inside the game itself. Like, that's insane when you think about it. The devs knew exactly what they were doing. That's called strategy. Keeping the community creative, curious, and hooked, even when content drops slow. And lastly, the biggest reason this game is still alive, and probably will be for a long time, is because the devs never lost sight of what made it special in the first place. They've kept that same goofy charm, the character movesets, the designs, the silly animations. All of it still lines up with the game's original theme. And that consistency, that's rare these days. You see, even with people criticizing the weirdness, asking for overpowered moves, or dropping wild concept ideas in the devs' inbox, they've stayed true to their vision. They didn't cave. They kept the balance. They kept the identity. They stuck with what made people fall in love with the game from day one. And that right there, that's real facts. I know we're getting deep here, but it's the truth. Everything I've said ties back to one simple reason why this game keeps living on while so many others fade away. It knows what it is. Sure, there are other games out there with higher quality graphics, jaw-dropping VFX, and cinematic battles, but that's not what makes a good game. What matters is the experience, the fun, the chaos, the moments that make you laugh or rage or keep saying, one more round. And that's JJS. That's why it's still here. And honestly, that's why it'll outlive most of those fancy, overpolished battlegrounds trying to do too much.